September 11th, 2001 was a frightening day for the entire country. As Americans watched the news reports, many were scared and upset. Many wondered if more attacks would come and what the future held. All airplanes were grounded shortly after the attacks. When we are afraid, it can be hard to make decisions or figure out the right thing to do. Soon, Americans chose to come together in a spirit of patriotism. We knew that we would remain strong and free during this dark time. However, fear can motivate negative actions. Because the group responsible for the attacks, Al-Qaeda, operates in the Middle East, some Americans believed that anyone from the Middle East was an enemy. Some thought that Muslims were all bad people. This was not true. In reality, many American Muslims and people with Middle Eastern heritage were as patriotic as anyone else. They enjoyed the rights and responsibilities that came with living in America. They have helped to make the United States a great place to live. Middle Eastern Americans and Muslims serve in the U.S. military, making great sacrifices to protect our nation. The time after September 11 was a difficult period for these Americans. People from the Middle East and Muslims faced hate, suspicion, and discrimination. Where people saw friends and neighbors, they now saw enemies. Yet, they were as saddened and frightened by the attacks as anyone else. Unfortunately, this hate has not completely disappeared to this day. As Americans, we should remember that fairness is an important virtue. It is not fair or right to blame innocent people for the actions of a few. All Americans deserve the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We learn this in the Declaration of Independence. When you are angry, sad, or afraid, remember that you can make choices. Will you come together with fellow Americans, or will you say or do unkind things?